Um, so a couple of things from the weekend. Mark Dodson won it last year. Gave me a few tips for this year. Um, but straight away said, just dump your kit with me. He'd be camping in the solo area. I can dip in anything I wanted. Um, his support crew, which effectively is his wife and his friends, would look after me. And my God, did they look after me. It's like being invited into someone's home. But throughout the night, looked after me brilliantly. Um, Alex, who runs a lot for the NSPCC, I probably spent more time with him on the course than with anybody else, because after he'd shot off like a loon in the early part of the race and clocked up a lot of laps very quickly, I think he was beginning to regret his early pace, because his quads gave up on him. To the rest of us, that's thighs, I think, but his didn't work anymore. So that meant that he was down to a kind of run, a jog, run pace, which was ideal, because when he came past me or whatever, he would do a lap with me. But he got me around many sections, and his kids are two of the top supporters of the weekend. But I bumped into a chap called Rob. I didn't know Rob before yesterday. I might never meet him again. But I got to 5k, which is a little water station, and there's a chap with a kilt sitting down chatting about the charities that he raises for. And he mentioned Great Ormond Street Hospital. I think the NSPCC is another, and there's a few others as well. And I thought, oh, Great Ormond Street. I said, oh, I'll raise. I'm running in this Moore suit for Birmingham Children's Hospital, Children with Cancer UK. So we got chatting, and he said, look, do you want to walk a bit with me? I said, yeah, that'd be great. This was my 5th lap, I think. So the 5k point was actually almost exactly personal best distance territory, because I'd only ever run a marathon before, which is 26.2 miles. 5 laps would have been 50k or 30 miles. So if it was the 5th lap and I was at 5k of the 5th lap, I think I was just past the 26.2. So every step then on was a personal best in distance. We walked a small section down the very difficult slope before the very difficult uphill, grass uphill. But my vision in the Moore suit is restricted anyway to about 50%. And this 5th lap was between kind of 6 and 7 o'clock, so it was getting dark, but I'd not taken the torch out, thinking I'd be back in time and I wouldn't need it. Well, I was wrong. So as the light began to fade, everyone else was fine without a torch, but I couldn't see very much at all, and I was down to about 10% vision, but I could see Rob's very bright green socks. So I started following those, and I said, can I follow you? I'll just focus on your socks. And he said, yeah, no problem. So he ran at my pace, checked on me, made sure everything was okay, steered me around the manholes, potholes, divots in the grass, any weird inclines, ups and downs, whatever. Always checking on me, keeping the pace. Got through that, but with about 2k to go, my vision was down to 0. I couldn't see him if he was right in front of my face. Now my options there, the sensible option of course, would be to unzip the hood and just take the hood off the Moore suit and just jog in the last 2k, because I can see obviously without the Moore suit on. But I wanted, all the running I did, I wanted to have the Moore suit on for this challenge. I explained that to Rob and he said, yeah, no problem. He took his t-shirt off, held one end, gave the other end to me, and used it as a guide rope. And I couldn't see anything at all, so I might as well have had my eyes shut. And he guided me back the last 2k, little tarmacy bit, down onto the field, round the very undulating field to the start finish. guided me through the lot, taught me through it. That lap absolutely blew me away. It kind of encapsulated the spirit of a challenge like that. It's a spirit I've come across before, but it always leaves a lasting effect. Lots of people ran with me, walked with me, shuffled with me. Morph Man, the original Morph Man, he was in a team. He got me around a section. Loza, she got me around a section. I couldn't really name everybody, only because I'm bound to miss a few. But there wasn't really a time when anybody just went past and left me to go on my own. They always got me around sections, particularly in the night when it was particularly difficult. And in the morning when it was particularly difficult because nothing wanted to work.